Oh, Merry Christmas, guys. It's 25th, obviously, Christmas Day, and had lunch at my boys and decided to sneak out for a couple of days hunting, as I usually do during Christmas. So it was about 6:30 when I got over here, and I've just been walking the tracks in through the forest. Once I set up all the gear at the hut, it's still calm, but overcast, quite mild, and I ran into a mob of pigs back up on the ridge. I only saw one big one amongst it, but they were too quick for me, and the thinners have been through all the small trees now, so it's impossible to walk through. I was just cutting back through some of the solder stuff back to the track, and happened on these three. So yeah, dumb little buggers, all took a bullet to the head, but that's three more not rooting up the forest. So yeah, not quite big enough for anything really, but yep, pest control. Well, things happen real fast. I didn't get a chance to get them on camera, but it's obviously dark now, but I was just walking down one of the tracks coming out to the edge of the pines. I don't know if you can see it there, it's only just light enough at the moment, but I just come out of the track up there in the middle of that picture, and down on the bush edge here were 4 deer, and I dropped one of the hinds straight away, and the other 3 ran off. But this bugger here, he was stupid enough to come back out, look for the hind. So I took him too. So yes, the old sour 5-shot mag, 5 animals. I actually didn't bring any more with me, or any more rounds, so yeah, one of the deer, after I shot this, actually come running up towards me. I could have shot that as well, but Dave's turned up now, so he'll be coming through the bush over that way. He was up on the lookout bluff, he heard my shot. I managed to give him a ring and tell him where I was, so he's going to come down and give us a hand. Yeah, so it's not quite dark. The time is 9:20. So yeah, I was just bordering on, I could make him out through the scope alright, but by the time I got down here I had to have my torch on to find him. But yeah, Christmas Day, 3 pigs, 2 deer. So better get into the butchering part. We'll leave them here for the night under the trees here to cool off and come back first thing in the morning. And here's the first one I shot. You can see she's truly dark now. Dave's turned up, give us a hand. But yeah, this one sort of dropped on the spot. The other one's just in the trees over there. So we're just on the edge of the native. So yep, we'll gut this one out and drag it over to the trees to be in the, although I don't think there's any moon at the moment anyway, is there? And we'll come and get them first thing in the morning. Yeah. It's either got to come up on the ridge or it's got to go across in the clay pan, so it's going back out in the clay pan. There it is. If I can. Dave in recovery mode. So I think this one's just going to be back legs and back stakes, just because where he is we can't get the bikes close enough, eh Dave?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
plus there ain't nothing left of that shoulder anyway.
She's pretty toast in the shoulder. But yeah, we're up a little gut, and the trees are quite thick where the thinners have been through and dropped shit everywhere, so yep, bit of a carry on this one. But still not bad. Same time as last night. We came out just on 9 o'clock. Same as the two I shot last night, so again, doing it just in the dark. Back to the hut. Luckily we had dinner before we come out. Oh, it was a mean climb. Somewhere down the bottom there, right in the bottom, I've left Dave and a couple of deer. So I've climbed back up to the top here to retrieve the rhino, and I'll drive round the tracks to one down at the bottom there, save carrying the deer all the way up here. Make for an easier recovery. Although that hill wasn't pleasant. But 8:30, got the hard stuff done before it's too hot. So yep, I'll go and retrieve these, back to the hut for a cup of coffee. Right, back to the hut. Got the deer hung up there in the shade and the breeze, away from the flies, so off to the hut for a coffee or a Coke.
Or both.
Well, that was a hard decision actually. I've just been filming this fellow buck, and he was just down in the scrub there, which is, if you see the fence there, just over the neighbours. And he's a nice looking buck, and he really shouldn't have been shot, but yeah, he looked fat. But he got spooked, and he come up through a hole in the fence there, and he ran up onto the knob there. So I shot him, and he's just run down that track there. So we'll go down and see if we can catch him up. Oh, definitely connected. I'd say connected fairly good. Right, we'll sneak down here and see if we can find him. Well, leaking blood like he wasn't going far. So, yep. Just gone after 8 o'clock. Take about an hour of light left. You can see the problem we've got with moving around through the forest now. The thinners have been through here and it's rat shit trying to walk your way through this, but thankfully he's dropped on the track here, so I'll be able to get the rhino just to there, make recovery a bit easier.